Okay, it's Mike Messier again. I just want to follow up. Triple H, okay? Why am I so angry right now? Yesterday I was in a retail store. They happen to have a Triple H action figure. It wasn't a toy store. It was a mainstream clothing and store type of thing. And they had like 3 or 4 WWE figures, and they had a really sweet, really nice, in the box, discounted price, new Triple H action figure with like the Terminator 2 get up. It must have been from the Sting match at WrestleMania a couple of years ago, wherever the fuck it was from. And, if this was 5, 6, 7 years ago, 10 years ago especially, I would have bought this action figure. I would have had a thrill about it. I would have thought it was great figure. Maybe someday this guy will autograph this. Maybe I'll meet the guy. Maybe I'll work for WWE. Now I don't give a flying fuck. So I looked at the figure. I admired it for about 30 to 45 seconds. And it crossed my mind to purchase it. But then I said, no. The way that Triple H conducts his business, the way that he says that the women's evolution is not a reactionary show to defend of accusations of sexism for not having the women wrestlers in Saudi Arabia for the greatest Royal Rumble, and if it happens, the kindest, most gentlest WrestleMania, or whatever the fuck it's going to be. So when Triple H says that it's ridiculous to say that evolution is because of that, and he says, well, what if we didn't have the greatest Royal Rumble? Well, asshole, you did. See, that's the point. You can live in these hypotheticals, but I live in this fucking tangent of reality. You can believe in M-Life theory or string theory or parallel universes all you want, but in this particular reality, where women did not compete in 2018 in Saudi Arabia because you wanted the money, so you left Sami Zayn at home, you left all the women at home, all of them, you left Stephanie McMahon at home. There's a guy over there who's walking around with a backpack and no shirt, and he's in no condition to be doing this, okay, and he's bald. So that guy really needs to put a shirt on and a hat, because he looks horrible, and take the backpack off. You're fucking 30. So, point is, Triple H, don't go around calling critics like me ridiculous, because, pal, you're a liar. You say you believe in a women's evolution, and you don't. You believe in money. So if it causes you to have a tear in your eye on Raw, because you and Stephanie McMahon have to make yourselves a catalyst of everything, you have to make all the women from SmackDown come over for another night on Raw and take their night off to be at Raw, to stand on the platform like school children, and you and Stephanie and Vince is just standing there like a zombie, and no offense to him, because I know he's getting older, and that's horrible, but everyone's just standing there listening to you build them up. You're just putting yourselves over. And yeah, the criticism is that this women's evolution show is just a fucking make-good for not having the women in Saudi Arabia. And when you do WrestleMania, the kindest, gentlest WrestleMania in fucking Saudi Arabia with no women, then explain yourself then. Or if you start having women's matches there and you have to costume them differently, explain yourselves then. Or put Finn Balor in his For Everyone shirt. I mean, you realize, of course, in Saudi Arabia, Finn Balor, if he was to come out as a homosexual wrestler, which I'm not saying that he's going to, because apparently he's not homosexual, but if you were to have a homosexual wrestler on the roster and try to promote that match, they'd throw him off the ceiling and kill him and slice his head off in the middle of the ring. And that's just a fact of the culture of which you defend, Triple H. So I'm not going to buy your goddamn action figure, Triple H. You want to defend having these shows in Saudi Arabia and taking the money and saying that's a cultural difference? Well, fine. But you're not going to get my fucking $7.99 to buy your action figure, because apparently Saudi Arabian money means more to you. They have more of it. They give it freely. They don't want Sami Zayn, so you don't book Sami Zayn. Defend that one. Defend it! So I don't give a flying shit about WWE right now. You have no ethics. You have no morality. That's the fucking pillow you sleep on at night. Assholes.